Bharat Thakur says that the word yantra is composed of yam and tra. And tra comes from trana, which implies expansion, freeing up, liberation. So it stabilizes you and provides support in your quest for expansion. In the Sri Yantra, we see movement as sangharkram, or the death process, which is about breaking through the concrete and moving towards greater levels of abstraction. And we also see the Srishtikram, the manifestation process, which is about concretization of the abstract. The sensory world is concrete, but love is more abstract, and it is expressed through art, philosophy, prayer, meditations, thus moving from the physical to the mental and beyond. Sangharkram or Srishtikram. I wonder what's going on when energies meet. And finally, we have reached the Maya Devi parking lot. We are in Haridwar at the Juna Akhada. Here we are waiting for Bharat to come. He's a little delayed, but that gap was filled in by these cows. Somebody fed them jaggery, and soon they were munching on buns from the nearby tea shop. I love them. Sometimes it takes very little to feel special, like cows. And today was my birthday, and here I am, sitting on the banks of the Ganga waiting for an aarti to be performed, led by Bharat Thakur. A cute lady next to me inquired why we were waiting, and I told her why. She sang bhajans along with the others, making me feel a trifle small. I knew nothing. And then came Bharat Thakur, his hands firmly in his pocket. He strode down the steps. The other Babas accompanied him, and my friend next to me wanted to make sure that it was truly this man with hands in his pocket and a disarming stance that we were waiting for. I smiled. We exchanged skeptic looks, and she explained to her friends excitedly that yes, that man there, clean shaven, no locks, no nothing, he was indeed a great soul. She seemed relieved, and I was happy for her. It's early morning at Rishikesh. The Ganges continues to flow silently in the background, carrying the sparkling morning rays in its lap. Flow, someone's waiting for you, said a voice within. I quickly got dressed and walked towards the river, making sure I wouldn't lose my way coming back. At the riverbed, 2 stray dogs, the sun in their eyes, were already at play. They sat with me and I with them for a while before I set back to the hotel. As usual, I lost my way, but managed to join my friends just in time for a simply splendid breakfast. We are gathered here for a while before we resume our journey. This mountain air will do something to you. It will change you. You will hear, you will see what you normally don't. The fight is always between the master and time. And I am the mountain, he said matter-of-factly. Soon we will all go back home after this journey is over, back to doing our own work. But do share the fragrance with others too. Your experiences, make sure you capture your best moments, he had said. We were already in the flow, and our eyes were sinking talons into the mountains, the clouds, into each other. There was a sense of heightened awareness flowing through us as when time stills. The voice in me was growing stronger. Do this, do that, it persisted throughout. And I did this and that, whatever. Patthar marungi, he had said. The observer in us was so alive that one wished that the observer would die too. And when the observer goes, तेरी आदत है तू दिखे ना तो इन्हें शिकायत है बिन छुए छू लिए है तूने मुझको दिए है प्यार के ये तराने जाने यहाँ ये जो हो रहा है कुछ अजब हो रहा है क्या यही प्यार का है एहसास सौ आसमानों को और दो जहानों को छोड़ के आई तेरे पास सौ आसमानों को और दो जहानों को छोड़ के आई तेरे पास. We are now off to Yamunotri temple in Barkot. A few kilometers of trekking up, and Ranjit, the housekeeper, insisted that I join him. I said, no, I'm planning to walk. He refused to budge. With a sweet smile, he accompanied me with his horse, Lucky, by his side. After another kilometer or so now will you sit? No, but I promise I'll take you and no one else in case I do decide to take a horse. But it's best not to wait for me, I said. Theek hai, I'm not a bura admi. You don't have to worry, he consoled me. I laughed. We chatted and walked for a while longer, after which I relented. He bought me a raincoat for 20 rupees, though I had an expensive Decathlon one safe in my bag in the hotel room. He took care of me throughout and bought me tea. I'll wait here for you until you come back, he told me, dropping me off at some point close to the temple. The temple, not a single one from our group. A stab of fear entered me. What if this is not the temple and everyone else is somewhere else? Observe. Fear is your companion, said the voice. Yes, where's everybody? Tell me that first. We'll talk later, I said. Why am I the only one here? Get back to the present. Look around you. The voice said. Okay, it's not so bad, is it? No, it isn't. Flow, go on. So I joined a few people who seemed to know where they're going. Towards the flowing river, beneath the massive mountain. The water cooled my soul. Crows hopped around. Oil lamps carried hope, and colourful saris sprang forth from the running waters against the steel grey mountain. Back at the temple, boy, was I glad to see Bala there. Soon the others started pouring in. Observe everything inside you and outside. That's it. Your journey is over, Bharat had said. Those words came back to travel with me, and true to his words, everything was heard and seen. Mataji, blessing mat do. Don't touch. As I touched a horse, when you felt like the goddess herself. Ranjit kept clearing doubts. Rest for a while as you go towards the mountain, said a signboard. You're entering for the first time, that's why, murmured Ranjit. And when the thought of reaching somewhere strengthened in you, I looked up at the mountains, and out came the voice. There's nowhere to reach. Don't you see? I'm down here. I look down to see other fellow travelers tinkle up in their horses. No, to your left. And to your right. No, this side, that side. I'm everywhere. There's no hurry and nowhere to go. Only here and now. And right now, it's between Ranjit, Lucky, the mountain, and the observer in me. When it was time to return, Ranjit appeared, though I had paid him off. Bethe, he said. I was so glad to see him. I was totally in love with him and his horse. An eerie moonshine slid out of the dark clouds laden with rain. In spite of everything, all the beautiful things, I rode a fear of being alone. At the edge of that thought, I paused, wondering whether to leap. And in that wonderment, I fell right back into Chitta Vritti. Your choice, said the voice in me. Dear observer, just dive for a while into me, into the smile playing on my lips, into every color alive with a newfound fragrance, into poetry in every rock and river, tripping, swinging, swooning, surrendering. The observer, the sense organs and the mind gives you all of this and much more. But at the edge, she's quiet and still. A soft fragrance, heavy lids, and a smile in acknowledgement. Sab dungi, he had said. Barkot to Kashi. Burnt conifers on the way, and like pigs to be slaughtered, we wound up the endless roads, peppered by the breathtaking vision of violet jacaranda amidst slate-grey mountains and the white frothy river below. Mustard yellow flowers bloomed in joy, stuck against faded greens. I had lost my glasses by now, but never mind, what I can see is good enough for me. Go slow like an ant, said the voice. Steady yourself. Bathe in the stillness and let it flow through you. I am the wind that blows and you, the fragrance. Chant, but not blindly. A geometry is woven by your thought patterns, like spider webs, by the sparking of neurons in your brain. This neuronal firework must be strengthened by repeated experience and patterns. Roots are carved in your head, as it is in the mountains you see outside. Those that we ride right now sitting in Vikram Singh's car. This is the route, my route, your route, that we choose to carve. Sambhal ke rakh, ye fitur mera, said the voice.